Hello everyone and welcome to Bevins Bricks. I'm Daryl, as most of you know. Anyway, we are continuing work with my Avengers Tower. I also just finished uploading an update for my airfield, specifically my airport lighting, because I was working on that earlier today, and I hope everybody gets a chance to watch that, as I'm very happy with the outcome of it and how it is looking. Can't rave about it enough, and it's all a system that I personally am designing myself. Anyway, though, I'm going to try and do something with this today. I want to get something up on the roof. So with that being said, let me grab a few parts here so I can have a few things to get. I hope everybody's having an awesome Monday. And hey, how you doing, Alec? So good to see you, buddy. And let's start by just kind of filling some of this guy in. Looks like you're it, buddy. How you doing, Alec? Say I normally do not stream on Mondays, but I am trying to kind of get back in the swing of things, so to speak. Probably messed people up too, though, the fact that I uploaded a video right before I went live. There, that holds that into place. Now let's go ahead and run. At least I'm thinking anyway. Let's do this side first. Let's do something. I want to get, because you can see it on this camera anyway. So let me kind of just get a row of bricks. I don't know if I can even do that or not. That's good to hear, buddy. I'm glad. Did you have a good day at school today? I almost wonder, you know what? Let's go with dark blue gray instead. Not feeling what I got going there. Let's go back and put this back on. And Baron, hey, how you doing? I'm doing good, Alex. Thank you so much for asking, buddy. Let me, because I'm trying to think. How far out? Let's start by, let me grab a couple round pieces. And yes, you guys are absolutely the first people here. Like I said, I kind of threw a curveball, I think, at a lot of people, because I went ahead, let's see, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I threw a curveball at people because I uploaded a video and then did this at the same time. Let's just, because I am just playing around at the minute, so trying to figure out how, because I want to keep this curve. Hey, hey, hey. John McKinley, hope you're doing well, buddy. I actually think I like that. I'm just double checking a few things. Yeah, I do. I think I like that. Let me brick this in now with dark blue gray. So I'm going to change this back off. I think I would rather have dark blue-gray here. And hello, Aaron. Hello, Taco Boy Studio. Yes, it is going to be massive, and it's also very time-consuming. But I like to build big. I like to Bevinize, as we call it. Let's do this instead. I actually think that might work out a little better. And then if I do that, now I can put so I'm trying to figure out how I want to approach this floor. That's too big. That'll fill that. I also have to keep in mind I want to do a stairs to come up here. So I'm trying to calculate where, actually let's put that over there. And that way the stair can be here. Now, Bricks says we might need to prepare the big cup for Joe Boo. Absolutely, we go big or we go home here. I definitely agree with that particular statement. And thank you so much, Bricklock. How you doing? Thank you so much for signing in. And thank you, Taco Boy. He says this is looking really good. Mike Lamolino, how you doing, my friend? Greg Bassett. There's everybody rolling in now. Now, let's... because I want to keep a slow slope and then I want to kind of shoot up with it. And I want a skylight here. That's where I'm trying to kind of figure out what I'm doing. I'm almost wondering, because I want it. You know what, let's try it. Let's brick a few things in and let's just see how it kind of looks. Let's do that. So let's start with this. Let's run a row of bricks. Keep in mind I have no preventative plan, so bricking it up. Hey, how you doing? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see how far, actually, if we do, yeah, let's go ahead, but let's put windows here. Let's do that. And that's never good, Mike. If that is the case, I would definitely slow down because you don't want to lose your hand. Or I'm sorry, Aaron. They're calling for snow here too, Mike, so I feel ya. And Tayshawn, how are you, my friend? Sean Jackson, hello, hello. I love that. Yes, you remember all those codes. Right, left, up, up, down, down, A, B, B, C, A, B. Bricking it up, thank you so much. Bricking it up just donated $2. He said, hi, Daryl, love your videos. Keep it up, and thank you so much, my friend. I appreciate that. And let's do... I am just kind of ad-libbing as I go here, guys. Let's take... No, you know what? I do want to run a row. I want to run a row of bricks first. Let me pull this back off. Run one row of bricks. And then we will add the windows. At least I hope that'll look right. And thank you so much. Lego Watch says the techniques I'm using on this word or this build are amazing. And yeah, I totally agree with you, Greg. Snow is the evil S word. I am not going to argue that at all, my friend. But they are claiming it, and it has dropped. Temperatures have dropped like a rock here where I live. Trying to get that microphone up. I am totally with you, Aaron. I would absolutely be devastated if I lost my hands. And I'm assuming, because you're talking about, I'm assuming you're talking about the Ninjago Gardens, Tayshawn? No, I'm not building a castle yet. I don't think I will ever do a castle, or at least for quite some time. That's not something that I intend on working on anytime soon. Yeah, spring needs to spring. Spring needs to get sprung, I guess is what I'm trying to say. And if I do that, I'm going to want to put this here. Excuse my big elbow. And we have a very high price per part, yes. I want to say when I woke up this morning, it was, if I had to guess, it was in the 50s, and it feels like it's every bit of about, again, it's a guess, but it feels like it's every bit of about 38, 36 degrees out right now. I don't know if I'm liking that. Give me 1 second to look at some of my reference photos. And I agree, I'm definitely done. And hey, with the snow. Hey, how you doing, Kenneth Swan? I think the idea's blacksmith is awesome. I'm trying to think, do I have that already? But it's a very cool looking set. Lego Watch says, do you plan on entering this into a mock contest? No, I don't know of any mock contests going on that I could even enter this into, to be honest. Greg Bassett talking to Brick Sergeant. Brick Sergeant, how you doing? And thank you so much. He said, great work on the airport lights. I'm sorry I missed that comment, buddy. And I guess I need to look at my reference photos. Hold on 1 second, guys. So I'm not sure that I'm liking what I'm seeing. Let's see. YouTube thumbs. I guess that's not bad. I'm going to keep my reference photo up there for a minute. So that's got the A. It's not bad, it's not great though. I don't know that I'm feeling it. If I go, so I got 1, 2, 3. I almost, this needs to be on a tighter slope is what I'm honestly thinking. And again, I'm just trying to kind of get a feel. I feel like this should be tighter right in here. I really do. Let me pull some of this off. Yeah, I'm not really liking that. Let's pull this back off. And let's do a little switcheroo with some parts. Still not sure I'm liking it. What I'm wanting to do is I want to put, just kind of talking outside the box right now, I want some skylights right here. Let me do that. Let me mock up something for in here. That'll give me a better understanding of what I have in my head. I'm gonna need a few more parts. Kenneth Swan. Thank you so much, Kenneth Swan. He just donated $5. He says, for when you're done, would like to see the tower with lights. And absolutely, I am going to be doing lights on the tower. At least that is part of my actual intention anyway. I was almost debating on actually working on that a little bit tonight. And then I thought, you know what, let me try and get more together first. That is definitely something I plan on doing, is adding lights to this. I think that would be a very, very cool touch. 1, 2. So I think it'll make it stand out, I guess would be a good way to look at it. I would definitely slow down if they're telling you you could lose your hand, Aaron. Absolutely. Brick Sergeant says, let's get the funny farm going. And it looks like most of the funny farms here, so you could definitely get them going fairly easy. And I agree with you, Alec. I hate it as well. 1, 2... Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So if I do that, I almost wonder if it would look better that way. I am just kind of working on, and let me kind of fix this a little bit so you can see kind of what I'm looking at doing. Trying to get the camera more in here. What I'm looking at is doing something like this. I'm just kind of trying to frame it up a little bit. Bricklock says, Mo! Bricking It Up says, do you ever listen to music when you build? If so, what is my favorite gene? Yes, I listen to music all the time when I build. Typically, I actually find that I can get more built and done when I'm listening to music because I find it rather relaxing. And I listen to a wide variety of things. But typically, it's most everything that I listen to would be 80s and 90s music. And that's why you got to listen, Aaron, and slow it down if the doctors are telling you to slow it down, because you don't want to lose your hand. That would be, especially at that age, that's extreme. It would be detrimental at any age, but trying to think of different things I can use to add some type of greebling to the roof. And yes, I did used to rock the mullet. Absolutely. I'm not going to lie. So you are correct in saying that, Lego Homes. Yeah, but Brick Sergeant, you're only, correct me if I'm wrong, I don't think you're that old. I thought you were my age or maybe 2 or 3 years older. Thought you were around 52. Brick Sergeant, or 54. Thought it was 52. And yes, John's got it right. Business in the front, party in the back. Young Ghost says, yes. Bricking It Up says, Mike Lamolino, I want to start a landscaping snow removal company. I have all the equipment for my private use, and they are really designed for commercial use. That would be a great thing to start then. And thank you so much for the plug on that, Greg. I knew you were 50s, but I didn't think you were too far. So you're 7 years older than me then, because I'm 48. Farron says, when I see the Bevins' Lego collection, it reminds me of 1, how little I have, 2, Bevins has a Lego addiction, 3, his city and his mocks barely made a dent in his parts collection. I am constantly buying, though, so you do have to keep that in mind. And I buy insane amounts, to say the least. And it is a continuous amount of purchases that I'm always doing. So it's probably part of the reason why it always seems like I have a never-ending supply of Lego. But it's just quite simply, I just buy a lot. Let's do one more set. Let's grab some more. And I am going to end up changing this up a little bit. I'm just trying to rough in, so to speak, an idea. Because I want to see how this would look, if it will work at all. I'm rich? Is that what you just said, Alec? And I can agree with that, bricking it up, because I feel like I have the mentality of a 12-year-old. So I know what your uncle means. And I don't know that I like that. I want to have windows here, though. I want to have skylights here. Let me change this, because that's going to help with my planning. There we go. I don't know that I want it to lay flat, though. Let me put a few more. That'll give me something to hang on. I don't do giveaways. Kip Hoffman says, I have to laugh, that tower, it has to sit on the floor. And then I have to stand to work. Yeah, it's kind of become a bit of a pain. But the reason is quite simply, I can't see what I'm doing when I'm sitting, so I have to stand to work on it half the time. Steve, how are you, my friend? He said young and old at heart. Absolutely. So now that I have that, I can kind of just lay that there. That's just what I was trying to do. So I'm trying to figure out, and I almost feel like that needs to be on a bigger slope. I don't know that I like that. Let's fill it in a little bit just to see what it would look like anyway. And thank you. Lego Watch says the use of the blue and gray is excellent. And let's put that there. No, I'll stop before at least I don't plan on going any further, because if I had to use a step ladder, I would give up. And again, I am just playing around with a few ideas just to see, because if I want that to swoop up, I almost wonder, this I could do, I would want that to be back here if I did that then. So these I would want to be 4x4s. And then I could set that in there, put a group. Hey, Scott, no worries at all, my friend. Alex Case is all of a sudden, I just can't wait for this to be in the city. Kyle Dunbar, hey, how you doing? Trying to catch up on a few more comments. I'm not liking how that's looking. it needs, and I'm trying to figure out how I can accomplish this. It needs more of a slope. Because it should be on a slight angle here. Not a very steep angle, but there should be a slight angle here. The problem is I don't really have, I'll tell you what, let's pull that back out for a minute. Let's pull this back off for a minute. Let's run some bricks up. So I'm just not liking how that is looking to me. Let's see how far back I could go. I'm gonna have to, it's like a lot of things, it's gonna be a lot of trial and error here. And let's take some more. And if I do that, do I have enough? Is the next question. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that'd be 5. So I can go with one more. So let's get that back in there. Go there, okay. I'm actually thinking I can probably, let's see. At least I might be able to get away with this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If I do that, no. So I'm going to want, let's put this piece. So that'll be 2. You were a drummer before you had the kid, Scott? And good evening to you, James. I hope you're doing good this evening. Percival says he plays saxophone. I always played bass. I almost feel like that's too far forward. Trying to get a better image. Give me one moment. It's like I really think this slope would look better back here. Problem is, I don't have enough pieces to accomplish the look that I'm after. Wait a minute. might have just had an idea. 1, 2, 3. Give me 1 second to play. I think anyway. Or bear with me, guys. That would give me the angle I'm after. I think anyway. Let me scoot this back a little bit. Because again, I don't like what I got here. I think this should be down. We're going to leave that row there. And I am just roughing stuff up so you guys can kind of see it. Scott's Block says, yeah, Daryl, I played in a few bands before Scotty Jr. Even went to Los Angeles to play a gig. Now that's freaking awesome, dude. That is playing. I never left the Detroit area when I used to play. Kyle Dunbar says, so when is Bevins Bricks talk? Not sure what you mean by that, Kyle. Paul says, Bevins Bricks, your Legos were better organized. You not had such a hard time. Well, somebody keeps telling me I need to sort and clean, and every time I do, I lose everything. And I think I like this slope level better. Let me see. Let's see if we can do, that would be one more run. I think that is a much better angle, personally. I want to rough it in first. Let's get one more. That looks better. And now I can start on a hard angle. So let's go ahead, let's put this guy there. And again, this is just a rough up, and that's not going to work. So that's got to go there, this has got to go here, this can go here, and then here. Think I like that angle in proportion better than trying to give you guys a better view of what I'm looking at. It'd be way more than $1,000, Percival. That is an old discontinued part, unfortunately. I got a bunch of these back in the day. What these actually were is these were a part that they used to make for railroad track crossings, is what these came with. I bought a bunch of railroad crossings, and that's how I got them all. Oh, the wobbling of the building? No, it's just, it's kind of wobbling on the floor. It's not that big a deal. I'm just wondering because how do I want to do, trying to figure out how I want to do this. Trying to read some of the comments. Aaron says that's a lot of money. Yes, it is a whole lot of money. Tell you what, let's frame, let's just Let's see if this is going to work out right. Let's do that. Let's put this here. And we'll run some bricks. Just to give me an idea, because I still want some kind of a skylight up in here somehow. So I'm still trying to get a halfway decent idea. No, what it really is the front. I have no cross supports holding it together, and the floor, I mean, really there's like a very small dip in the floor in the concrete, so that's not helping it. But the whole front side of the building, because I have nothing on the inside of it yet, it allows a lot of flex. But to me, it's not something I'm worried about anyway, because I know it'll end up being filled in at some point. That's fine there. So I can put these in. But that is something I do have to go back and do at a later date. Let's do that. And thank you, Percival. He says that's going to be so cool. Tony Stark does have a house. It was the Beverly Hills Mansion or whatever the heck it was called, but it was destroyed in Iron Man, and I'm trying to remember if it was 3 or 4. Or not 4, 2 or 3. I thought Iron Man's mansion, Malibu Mansion, whatever it was called, I thought it was destroyed in part. I could be wrong, but I thought it was destroyed in part 2. And then in part 3, he was actually living in the tower. And there you go, bricking it up. He says Tony Stark was rich. He can have as many houses as he wants to. John Garrett, hey, how you doing? And hello to New Jersey, my friend. Dips Bricks says Avengers Tower is looking amazing, and thank you so much, Dips Bricks. And I'm still kind of trying to decide if I totally like this or if I want to change it up. I keep trying to look at my reference photos because there should be some skylights in here as part of my issue. I do like the angle of this though, so I am happy about that now. What I think, let's see. Let's put those there. And then if I did another wondering, then I could put windows here. I really want big windows though. Let me try something. So this might work or look. That's going to be too big. So I want to do actually got two ideas. Let me look at those. Actually, let's look at this. That might give me the look I'm after. So if I do that, I can put that there, I can put that there. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 times 3. 29, 30. Would that be right? No. Bear with me, guys. I'm trying to figure out the goofy math for snot building. Because I think I like the idea, but I need to that's going to be off. So if let's see. If that's going to be there, that means I need another one here. I don't know that I like that though. You guys probably can't see it. This is what I'm trying to work on, is the front. And I'm wondering if I want to... I got a few different thoughts I'm having. I'm wondering actually if I should... So what I'm thinking about is leaving this low and then having the wall come up, because in some of the videos and pictures that I've seen, this is kind of a inset portion on the roof. And hey, how you doing, Ned? How you doing, Bricks? A lot of Greg. I already said hi to Matt, but no, I'm not going to be doing no Hulk smashes. And Scott's Block says he can hear the bricks stacking in Daryl's head. Good night, Greg, and I hope you had a good one, buddy. I'm sorry I'm not super talkative because I'm stuck in my head. And thank you so much for plugging the channel, Scott. Papa's Bricks says Hulk smash. Let's do this first of all. It'll make life a little easier. So I don't have to keep grabbing the camera. Just so you guys can kind of see what I'm working on. And then what I'm wondering, actually, let me pull this back off for a minute. Pull that back off for a minute, and I want to latch these together. So let me get these in. That's how I like it though, Paul. No, you're right. The garage door pieces is not a bad idea. But like I said, what I'm trying to do is keep this kind of down, and then I'm having the slope come up. And I'm just not sure if I totally like that or not. And then I want to put some kind of louver or something here. And thank you so much, Tav. He says nice slopes and curves on the tower. Kenneth Swan says use the roll-up garage door pieces. But that is a good thought, though. I do want to say that. That is a very good thought, Kenneth. Ned says I'd love his Legos. His Lego room. Like I said, mine's always trashed. But it's because I'm constantly working and thinking and doing stuff. And I'll just kind of stop wherever I'm working and just kind of throw stuff to the side. So that is my biggest crime for building. And see if I keep that way. Let's pull this whole thing off and play with it over here now. And so what I'm thinking, trying to show you guys what I'm working on here, is if I keep this way, I can keep adding. So I'm going to take this, and I need more of these. The whole bag. So let's see if I do that. So that one goes there. And no. So then we can take this and this and this. That would be as far as I want it to go. Now if I do that, that'll go here. And I have some trans glass for these. That's why I'm kind of running with this idea at the moment. 1, 2. So if I do that, I can bring that to the center. Put that there. Put that guy there. And then with that, I want, you know what, for now I'm just going to run these just to hold it together, to see how I like it. And this piece is going to go that way. Yes, that piece is going to go that way. So those are going to stay there. This has got to be a 1x4. Bricking it up, so sometimes I don't even bother cleaning up after a build because I know it will just be a matter of 5 minutes until it's trashed again. And yeah, I can agree with that particular statement because I do that myself quite a bit. Believe it or not, though, I do clean up a lot in between builds. It's just I don't want that. A lot of it's just quite simply I get an idea and I run with it in my head and I don't want to stop. And I need some 1x1s. there. That's going to go there. Here and here. And we're going to take this ugly guy. No, we don't want that. We want this. Actually, do I want that? No, I don't. Well, let's wait a minute. Let's put these back in here. 1, 2, 3. That's why that's not looking right. Or is it? No, that'll work out right. Okay. Ned says, I had a very Marvel CMU day today watching Winter Soldier and Civil War. Those are both really good movies. Paul W. says, wait, Bevins Bricks, you clean between streams? What do you pick it up from? Really? Brick Sergeant says 20 minutes after it's clean. And that, like I said, that is the biggest thing. And let's see, do I want, yes, let's put that piece there. And if I do that, then we can put this piece here. Paul just wants to come over so he can clean is what the problem is. 1, 2, 3. So it's 4, 5. And absolutely. Like Brick Sergeant says, you gotta have fun. And do I want that? Let's try this. It'll be 5, I think. Now, if I do that, I need to get a piece in here now. Just to kind of show you where I'm at. I messed up. I'm off. Oh, I see where I'm off. I was supposed to put a run of bricks in here. So this has got to come back out. And yes, it's I'm in my head right now is what it is. So it is kind of quiet tonight. I apologize for that. And absolutely, Baron says making a mess is part of building a mock. I totally agree with you, my friend. And now, right now that'll go that way. That way. And that one more. Now that will go there. I think I did it right this time. There. And there. Now let's see how it looks. There. Now I need to get, just to kind of show you guys what I have going on. This has got to square off, but there's got to be windows in here. And Baron says making a part of building. Ethan Spaghetti says add oil. D. Perez says, love the t-shirt. Thank you. Studio Bricks says, hey, and how you doing, my friend? Bevins says, no, put Paul in a timeout. He's the only one talking back to our king. Hey, if you guys could put him in a timeout, I'd love to see it. Oliver Him says it was a joke. Studio Bricks, everybody talking. Welcome to Coffee Talk. Talk amongst yourselves. Like I said, I do apologize because I'm kind of in my own little head right now, in my own little world. There's two different ways. I'm kind of thinking, I almost want, you know what, let's leave that way. But let's bring it to where it's up one more, like that. And then let's put this there. This guy here. And I'm gonna need, or am I? If I do that, will that work? No. And that's why that's got to get popped out. I need to get, I feel the need for speed. That's what I feel. Let's see, let's pop that piece off. Let's pop this one down, put that one on. Let's get this guy back on here, pop that back, put this back. There, now that's straight. So now we can bring this back over. And with doing that, I need a 1x1, right? Did I? Yes. So that's got to come off. And yes, I could do the door pieces. I'm trying to kind of keep it small though. But that is an option, absolutely. 1, 2. Change that back up. And this has got to get changed up again because I want them all forward. Forward. Now this has got to be 2x2s. So let me get two 2x2s, 2x5s. So that'll fill in that back gap. And now I need a 1x2 to hold, to hold that on. And then that goes back here, here, and here. That's, I gotta build the wall back in, so that's gonna go here, here, and here. And now that is where that comes in, like this. And now with doing that, I can put the window piece, I think anyway, here. And that's gonna have to come off. That should give me a single, if I'm not mistaken. 2, 3, and that'll give me a single, so I can put this And now I can fill. Bear with me, this is still a rough-in work-in project, or work in progress. 1, 2, and I do have blue windows to fill this in with. And say hello to, say hello to my little friend. Hey Oliver, how you doing? Mike Melmanino says, I am right here. I don't think you can time me out because I'm a moderator. And no, moderators can't time out moderators. Oliver M. talking to Paul and Alex. Barron says, at this rate, Paul will mail himself in order to clean the barn. I wouldn't be surprised. Kenneth Swan talking to Paul. Emma Zoe Sanders says, that's the most amazing Avengers Tower ever. And hello from England. And hello to England, Emma. Thank you so much for being in the stream. Paul W. talking to Baron. And again, I do apologize if I missed anybody's comments. Anyway, I'm kind of thinking, and I'm sorry, I didn't even realize I didn't readjust the camera. That's kind of where I'm at now. If you guys can see that or not. With that front facade. And what I'm thinking is by doing that, I can put like some grill type pieces or something in here. I'll cover that up. Mind you, this is still just kind of a thought. I'm not 100% sold on it yet. Bricking It Up says, what's in your head right now, cobwebs or grinding plastic gears? Probably a little bit of both, Bricking It Up. Paul W. says, CK ground noise you hear. Are the gears working in his head right now? No, that's my furnace actually, but I mean, it wouldn't be surprising if that wasn't the gears in my head working. Like I said, I kind of like it, but I'm like still on the fence. I almost wonder. It's not horrible, but it's not the best. You know what I mean? That's why I'm still kind of questioning it. And thank you, Alec. I appreciate that. He says it looks perfecto. Scott's Blocks says, hey, kind of looking like something. Cool, Daryl. Thank you. I'm still just not sure, though, is the problem. Because I have a few different ideas in my head. Alex says he loves it. And like I said, I do have, you know what, I should actually find those. I don't know where, yeah I do, they're over there. I should put my blue windows in there, because that'll help the appearance. One of my orders I actually just got today, believe it or not. Let's pull that back off for a minute. So like everything in the building, to me, should be in trans blue. Gives a better idea of what I'm looking at, so now you can see the blue in it. That's not a bad idea. The thing is though, at least, and I can't find the reference photo, One of the reference photos I had, because it shows these, and then I thought it had a window looking out at them, and I'm trying to see if I can find that reference photo real quick. Because then you guys will understand a little more of what I got in my head. But there, actually, I think it was just one large window that was, if I can find it anyway. Is that it? And actually looking at that, I'm like way off on what I had. Just, I don't know if you guys can see it on there or not. See, actually the whole top of it's glass, so I'm actually way off now that I'm looking at that. And then it has the glass is looking out, but it's on a backward slope. But this part is actually, this is where it's actually in. And then it's sloped up on the roof here for the windows. Bricking It Up says, I like it, but there's a lot of windows on the windows. And thank you, Gracie. Gracie says, I love watching all the creative process in your builds. And have a good night, Studio Bricks. Take care, my friend. Dale says, hey, hey, hey. Kenneth Swan says, the blue windows will help bring it together. That looks good, and thank you so much. I'm almost wondering, though, I don't mind those with the white frames. I almost don't like those with the white frames, and I feel like maybe it should be down or something. I do kind of like, let's just see what that would look like. Let's, I should have some large slopes here there. Because it doesn't have to be identical, right? So let's pull that back off for just a minute. And let's try what Scott said, which is, because then I could put those, I'm going to have to change, let's see, what do I have to change? Because that's got to be, as if I did that. Trying to figure out how I would attach that. If, you know what, let's just set them in here for now, and let's worry about attachment in a few minutes. But let's see how that would look with the tall slopes. Scott says this tower is definitely Bevinized. Yeah, I've probably went above and beyond on what I'm doing here. That don't look horrible. Because then I could tile that over, which would be, let's see, how do I want to do that? And Paul W says, why not try a 1x1 technique at the connection point? Yeah, I could do that. You are absolutely correct. I kind of liked it flat, though, because like I showed you in that reference photo, although it's not an exact match, it's flat in the front, but it's not flat up top. Which what I could do, because I kind of wanted to have that little set-in adjustment piece. And I know I can actually do that, but it's just, to get this slope, I can't do that, though. I'm going to have to leave that gap up in the facade. But there's a glass window here, and then actually the way, like I said, I messed it up because now there's glass up here as well. Hey, CJ Ramiro, how you doing? Alex says it's going great, and that is awesome to hear. Bricking It Up says, I think it would look better with dark bluish gray door pieces. I'm assuming you're talking about the windows. I don't think I have those in dark bluish gray though. And the door pieces are too small because I need them to be taller. So that doesn't work, and I don't have these frames in dark bluish gray that I know of. I have them in black, white, brown. I have sand blue, which I'm almost thinking, looking at that, it might not be a bad idea, because that would be, let's see, it's 3, 6, 9, so that'd be 5. That's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So it'd be 2. I could try that. Let me try and change it up. Actually, you know what? With that, let's see. Let's pull that back off. Let's pull all that back off. And let's pull these out. And what I'm almost wondering is if I did this, and where they at? If I do this, good night, Alec. I hope you have a good one, my friend. Let's just see how those would look. I think I would want to change the spacing if I'm going to do this, but let's just play with it to see how it looks. So actually, I don't need that. Those are bigger. Crap. So I would have to go... Well, that stinks. What if I did 2 and 2? Let's try it and see how that looks. Now, if I'm going to do that, I almost feel like the posts need to change. So I would need... technically, yes, this would be the penthouse floor, so yes. Dale, the photo that I'm using, it was just something I found on Google Images, and I don't know, there's a bunch of different photos, but that was one of the photos I was going off of. And hey, how you doing, CN Rail fan? Let me just, because I still have those. Let's just go ahead and slap some of these on just to see how it looks. But I almost feel like if I'm going to do that, then I need to tighten it up. Like this needs to go there, and that can go there. If I can get it to spin around, then I can put this. Now this doesn't look like the photo at all, but I'm just having a little bit of fun. I almost think that would end up being a better look all the way around though. And I will show you guys here momentarily. I need some more sticks. And that's what I had wondered, is that if that was the pool, but it didn't really look like water because there's no way for that to be water. Don't get me wrong, one of the different photos does show a pool on that floor, but that was when it was Stark's tower. But to look at that, I mean, it kind of resembles water, but the fact that there's nothing but glass underneath it's what makes me think it's not water. But I did kind of wonder that myself, if that was a swimming pool. So I do agree with you that it does kind of look like water. And thank you, Dale. He says, I have to rewatch the movie just to appreciate my attention to detail, and thank you. And that. Now this particular look, I'm kind of liking, guys. I definitely like it better than the white window frames. Now the problem that I have is, let's see. Get on there. Get on there. I think that looks a lot better myself. Just to show you guys. I know it's not movie accurate, so to speak, but I think that's a much better appearance. No problem at all. Thank you so much for hanging out with me, Brick It Up. Like I said, I do like that appearance better. I think that's more attractive. CJ says, I just built my own Avengers tower, but mine is like 10 times bigger. Paul W says that is the personal residence for Stark, so yeah, it was a pool. Okay. So that makes sense. I still like the skylight idea, though. Bricking It Up was talking to Sea and Rail fans, saying something about he wished he could operate an engine for them. Sea and Rail fan says, when I graduate school in a few years. Holy crap, I've been on here an hour and a half. I didn't realize that. Anyway, I think I'm going to stop here, guys, because it's 10 o'clock at night. I didn't realize I'd been on here so long. I think I might run with this, though. I'm kind of liking that look. That's kind of my thoughts on it, anyway. I'm not 100% certain, though. I still might play with it a little bit more. No, I'm not Hulk smashing this. Yeah, you are right, JB. You're absolutely right. If you have enough money, a swimming pool could be a skylight. So I'm not going to argue that one at all. And yeah, I might do that. But like I said, I'm not going to do it tonight, though, because it's already getting late. But that is definitely a thought, is just making the whole thing a slope. I'm going to have to try and find some more reference photos, too, though. Because I feel like I had one reference photo, not just the one that I was looking at. I thought there was another reference photo, though, where there were skylights up here. And thank you so much, Wes360. Says, just wanted to say that the tower looks amazing, and I am enjoying watching its evolution as you build, and thank you so much. Al Whelan says it looks great. Mike Lamolino says LT. And again, this is a rough draft, because I would be adding details into different spots, windows, and so on and so forth. It's just, like I said, it is a rough draft, if you will. I'm going to try and see if I can't find some more photos, though, because I like it, but I can't say that I love it yet, and I want to love it. I don't want to just like it. The one cool thing about it, though, that I would like is when I light this up, is the light would come up through the top. And yes, let's roll that beautiful bean footage. Because like I said, I am getting tired. But anyway, I am going to go ahead and stop here, guys. And like Mike just said, we're going to roll that beautiful bean footage. And with rolling that beautiful bean footage, I want to take a second to thank anybody and everybody that has donated for the stream. And with that being said, I want to give a minute to give a special thanks to Bricking It Up and Kenneth Swan, both for doing donations during the stream, as I totally appreciate it. As again, any and all donations do help to support my channel, and they help me to keep going and building and doing everything that I do. So I really do appreciate it, guys. You guys are amazing, and thank you so much for the support. Anyway, on that note, though, I'm going to say thank you for coming to Bevins Bricks. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share below. And hopefully, and thank you, Matt. And hopefully, we will see you guys next time on Bevins Bricks. And thank you, Emma. Good night, everybody.